Since debuting on her self-titled talk show back in 2003, viewers have gotten to know the cute, kind, and inoffensive host. Many A-listers flock to the studio because they know they won't be given a hard time and will have fun. In 2020, though, that could all change, as the show's future is under scrutiny, with a number of damning claims that may cause the curtain to fall on the staple of American television. In today's video, we'll take a look at the reasons why the end of The Ellen Show is looking likely. But before we get started, why not hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell? That way you'll never miss a future video. The 2020 allegations. Ellen DeGeneres has been a beloved celebrity for a long time. She's known for being incredibly likable and kind. But in 2020, all that changed when complaints of inconsiderate and offensive behavior hit the news headline, throwing the future of the show into jeopardy. The claims began in February when Dutch beauty YouTuber Nikki Degeneres, known online as Nikki Tutorials, shared her negative experience when appearing on the show to discuss what it was like being a transgender influencer. She described the experience as being cold and distant, and that the warm and welcoming atmosphere the host likes to portray is actually false. She said despite having millions of followers, she wasn't given the same VIP treatment as the other guests, such as the Jonas Brothers, who even got their own private bathrooms. When talking to Pop Crave, she said, "I got greeted by an angry intern who was a bit overworked. I expected a Disney show, but got Teletubbies after dark." In April, a Twitter thread started by comedian Kevin T. Porter asked for the worst stories of Ellen acting mean. In return, he would donate $2 per story to the Los Angeles Regional Food Bank. This only sullied the show's reputation further, amassing 2,000 replies of people describing how uncomfortable and off-putting their experiences were. Though the truth couldn't be verified for every single account, there were some that were extremely plausible. One story shared on Twitter told of a 15-year-old girl, Danielle Acevedo, who entered one of the show's competitions and sent in a handmade bust along with a letter to the presenter. Weeks later, after hearing nothing, Danielle was shocked to hear her creation being used as a prop with $500 stuck to it. The bust, along with the money, were given away to a random person with no gratitude shown to the budding artist. Another shocking story was told by a waitress who served her at brunch one day. After eating, Ellen wrote a letter to the owner of the business saying how the server had cracked nail varnish and how it was unacceptable. The Twitter user made sure to mention that there was nothing coming off her nails and that it was just visually displeasing to the host. The caterer, Chris Farah, explained that she had been working until close the previous night and was back in early the next day. She almost got fired over the issue, but the owner decided to go easy on her, understanding that she had no time between shifts to fix her nails. The complaints didn't end with just guests and fans. Crew members have also come forward saying how the executives and Degeneres had not told them about their working hours or pay during the coronavirus pandemic, leaving the entire team uncertain about their jobs and financial well-being. There have also been accusations that the host forbid crew members from eating meat while filming. She fired her head writer because she wouldn't cross the picket line during a writer's strike. She made people chew gum before speaking to her, and most shockingly of all, she fired an autistic custodian because he greeted her when he wasn't allowed to. Ellen's confession. Due to the recent allegations of The Ellen Show's toxic conditions, a source at Telepictures has reported that the host has told executives she wanted to walk away from the show, as she believes her personal brand can only recover if the show ends. Recently, she has pointed the finger at the show's executives for being responsible for letting the issues build, with the executive producer, Ed Glavin, being let go by the network. In response, the top dogs have hit back by saying that DeGeneres knew what was going on with her show all along. The final straw for Ellen and her decision to walk away from the show may be a result of the latest string of accusations that hit the headlines. Among the claims of mistreatment and toxicity, there have been reports of behind-the-scenes racism going on, in which Ellen has apologized for in the memo to her staff. This admission of wrongdoing across the board would support the fact that she is ready to step away. By apologizing, she is admitting that these terrible things were happening, something that would be damaging to the show unless she has already decided to leave. Of course, owning up to wrongdoings is commendable and incredibly brave, but having claims of racism running through its infrastructure, especially in the current climate, is something that cannot be swept under the rug. The investigation. Because of the large volume of complaints made by employees, a probe has been issued by an in-house employee relations group, as well as a third-party firm that has already begun investigating the treatment of employees currently working on the show. Warner Media has said that Warner Brothers and Ellen take the allegations extremely seriously, and will be finding out which claims are valid, as well as implementing ways to make the culture less toxic. In a memo sent to her staff, Ellen said, "On day one of our show, I told everyone in our first meeting that the Ellen Degeneres show would be a place of happiness. No one would ever raise their voice, and everyone would be treated with respect. Obviously, something changed, and I am disappointed to learn that this has not been the case. And for that, I am sorry. Anyone who knows me knows it's the opposite of what I believe and what I hope for the show." This week, former show producer Hedda Muscat has been added to the long list of credible-sounding accusations, which will not look good in the investigation. She told the Australian breakfast program, Sunrise, that she had been emotionally abused throughout the duration of her time on the show, and was even banned from Ellen's office. After refusing to give up her list of professional contacts to the former executive, Ed Glavin, she was fired from the show. To rub salt on the wound, her job was later given to the man she had trained. Petitions and hashtags. Because of the widespread and unignorable accounts that have come out about Ellen, it isn't a surprise to see petitions popping up to hasten the end of her show. Many online users and influencers are already throwing their suggestions into the ring on who should replace Ellen after she is canceled. Some believe Ellen Page would make a fantastic new host, not just because of her sexuality, but because she is known as one of the nicest people in Hollywood. In fact, a petition hosted by Change.org has been circulating the web, allowing people to support the notion that Ellen Page should replace Degeneres in a brand new show. Impressively, the petition has amassed over 11,000 signatures toward its 15,000 goal. The cruel-sounding hashtag RIP Ellen has been trending on Twitter, with users expressing how strongly they believe Ellen should be replaced by suggesting comical celebrity lookalikes donning Degeneres' distinctive hairstyle. Of course, Ellen has a huge number of supporters, with her wife of 13 years, Portia de Rossi, leading the charge. The hashtag #IStandByEllen has been shared by celebrities such as Katy Perry, Kevin Hart, and the Ralph Lauren spokesman, Nacho Figueras. While the network has denied the rumors of the show being axed, it has been painfully evident in the viewer ratings that the latest scandal has been incredibly damaging to the show. In fact, there has been a 14% drop overall in the ratings and a 29% drop in July, compared to the same month last year. These are some of the worst numbers they have seen in their 17-year history. With more claims of mistreatment still coming forward, some even alleging sexual harassment from executives, the negative pressure piling onto the show may result in the network axing it to protect their brand and future projects. So what do you think? Could The Ellen Show be disappearing from our screens soon? Or will the host overcome the accusations and restore her reputation for being a positive, funny, and kind role model within the entertainment industry? We would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, make sure you hit that like and subscribe buttons, as well as ring the notification bell. That way, you will never miss a future upload. Thanks for watching.